You're streaming. But we have no picture.
Picture okay?
It's not okay yet. This one's okay. Let me see when it gets live over here. Hold on.
Okay.
There it is. No, move over.
Honey, move over where?
I'm sorry. Oh, no, you already, hold on. Where there's a little delay. It looks good now. You want to see it?
No, that's...
Okay, it looks good now. Give me a microphone. We are live chatting. Oh, look, we have Bethany.
Imagine that.
Sienna says hello.
Hello, everybody. I feel like I need to apologize that I haven't touched this painting since Wednesday. And I think I said that on Wednesday that I hadn't touched it since Monday. But I've been still trying to learn how to do the long form videos and thumbnails and stuff like that. So
Oh my God, they take forever. Marguerite is here. Emma's here. Hi, Emma.
hey, Emma.
I was just chatting with Emma a little while ago. Finally, I caught the Hobbit live, says Rayer. How are you?
We're doing good. How are you?
Dalton is here. Biscuits and Tea says hello. Hello. Was there a delay? Yes, life. Life is the delay today. You guys are lucky we're here. We went to sleep so late last night, and we are so tired this morning. So there's a lot of caffeine that has not been...
For Donna, not me.
has not been enjoyed yet, but I will be. We'll get there. Hello from India.
Hello.
Toaster Oven is back. Nice to see you again.
Good to see you too.
Denise McCormick says, I'm your biggest fan.
Well, welcome. It's very nice to meet you.
Celine's here and says, good morning and happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Oh, it is Friday.
It's Friday.
It is.
How come you sound different in your videos to in your lives?
Oh, well, you're hearing me on a webcam microphone. And if I go over here, this is the microphone that I normally use. And also, usually I'm writing down what I'm going to say, so I could say it very concisely. And normally I'm just going, and I'm painting at the same time, too.
Someone's a little verbose today.
Well, I'm
You're
just trying to
explain yourself?
explain it. I think I'd like to see if I can get a better microphone for here.
You keep saying that.
Yeah.
Every day. You can have the one on my desk. It keeps falling off the edge of my desk. I don't know why, but it does.
Those clamps never hold right.
They don't. They're the worst. Ugh. You put a clamp thing on the side of your desk to hold a microphone, it doesn't want to stay. It's crazy.
Yeah, I just felt that this needed a little bit of clarification, and then I can move on.
Steph Nerd's here and says morning.
Hey, Steph.
Darby, I'm fine. Thanks for asking. I need a little more caffeine, but I'm fine. Let's see, what else? Rotten Corpse can't stay, has to do a science exam.
Oh, well, good luck.
You've got this. I'm asking a second time. Okay. I want to be consistent to drawing. Please give me some tips for improving art.
I just made a video about that, which is to draw everything every day. I don't know if you saw it. I've been making long form videos instead of shorts. So please tell me if you have had a chance to see that one. But I think that is what you're looking for.
Inspiration. That's what you're looking for. Ryan Steingruber says, good morning to my favorite hobbits.
Hello, how are you, Ryan?
The hair is so pretty. It reminds me of some beautiful coral in the sea. That's purple hyacinth.
Oh, thank you. I think it was really on Wednesday that I was really struggling going over and over and over and over with it until I've really found this little spot right here that I really liked. But I had tried so many different things, and so now I have to go and do this all over that. which I think I could do that today. Is it still in picture?
It's in picture.
All right, here we go. So I'm going to get out the other small paintbrush, but not as small.
Not the teeny one, just the teeny one.
This is a number 2, and this is a number 2. So they're both number 2s.
So one's not smaller than the other? Bombastic Side-Eye says hi from Nepal.
Hello. So first I'm going to start off with purple.
Sydney's art, don't get in trouble.
So this is essentially 3 colors, black, purple, and blue. And, oops. I'm not a fan of the touch buttons on this light.
Oh, it's a little sensitive. Isn't it?
Yeah, because I go to grab it and it's like your hand touches it and it's like, oh, you want to go down a notch? No, I'm just trying to move you.
Just wanted to circle back and let you know I got a great job, one that keeps me pretty busy, so I haven't been in a live for a while. Your content kept me so inspired during unemployment. Thank you. That was a balanced opinion.
I love that. Congratulations
Congrats on
the job.
Yeah, that's a big deal nowadays, believe me. Kath Hart says, just wanted to thank you for helping me with my art and being such an inspiration.
My pleasure.
Rivy says, Scott, I believe in you. If there's anyone who can master hair, it's you.
Thank you.
Hey, Brandy B's here.
Hey, Brandy B.
Antisocial Alex says, hello to my fellow tea addict and artist that lives in a hobbit hole. Oh, gosh. Hi from gym class.
Hello.
Don't get in trouble, people.
Don't pull a hammy.
Gail says, good morning. Fabulous farter on Friday. I just installed my new Echo Tank printer last night, and I'm impressed with the high quality of the prints. Also, no more scam ink cartridges.
Oh, that's fantastic.
There you go.
Blow dryer.
Oh, no. Already? Hold on. Okay, go ahead. Yep, he is still stuck on the hair.
All right, so
Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
All right, so you can see the black, and then you can see the purple dots, right?
Oh, Santa's here.
Hey, Santa. And then I'm going to come in with these really nice cobalt blue, and it should bring that out. But I'm only going to really kind of bring it out towards the center. So let's see how that works.
Addie says, for me, drawing hair is really hard.
It's really fun once you stop taking it literally, and you can start creating shapes with it. And I would recommend that you go and look at Alphonse Muka's work. That really inspired me to do the stuff that you see me doing now.
I hope you all watched Santa yesterday. He did Mr. Rogers.
It was really great.
It was lovely. Bethany and I got to watch the whole process. It was just wonderful. You guys should really join in. He'll be live next Tuesday again. Do you know if this sketchbook is on Amazon or the Blick website? I can't seem to find it.
Oh, well, this is Etchr Labs. Usually I would go to their website. They are expensive, though. So I am saying, as someone who loves Etchr Labs, I'm a little too cheap for Etchr Labs. Their stuff is pretty pricey. So please keep that in mind.
It is available on Blick. Let me see. It does say it's available on Amazon. Let me see if this is the right one. It does give several of the Etchr sketchbooks on Amazon as well. Go ahead. So you can try that. Oh, Carrie, you've got this. Don't be nervous for an interview. You're all right. Deep breath. Deep breath. Just look at it this way. My son always says an interview is as much for me as it is for them, because I need to know if they're going to be crazy or if I'm going to want to work there. So there you go. And I love the younger generation's attitude about that. I really do. Look, listen to me, I sound old, but they're right, you know? You're interviewing the company too. Della Daisy says hi from India. I'm doing digital poster making while you are
fun.
doing this live. Oh, Hitomi saw Santa do the Mr. Rogers yesterday. She says, I love Mr. Rogers' painting. It turned out wonderful like all your paintings. That's very sweet. It really did. It turned out just lovely. We can finish this today, Scott.
Together with teamwork. So I'm just following the flow of the hair.
Rose, there is a playlist on hair in the Art Hacks playlist. So start there. Denise, when you ask for tips, could you be a little more specific? Because otherwise, if you just want general tips, start with the Art Hacks playlist. That is a great
A good
place
tip
to
is look
start.
both ways before crossing a street. That's another good one.
That's a good one. That is a good one. Always bring a book wherever you
Don't
go.
run with scissors.
Don't run with scissors is good. Yeah. Yep. Always hug your mother before you leave the house. Another good tip.
Don't cross your eyes, they'll stay that way.
Oh, God.
Don't swallow chewing gum.
Don't swallow
Stay
chewing.
in your stomach for 7
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Don't forget to wash behind your ears.
Actually, that does get gross. We have boys. I remember those days. I really like your style of drawing. Was wondering if you would do some art with Derwent ink tents. Would love some tips and see them used in your art style.
I'll have to look those up.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
if
think
those
I've
are-
heard of them before.
I don't know what those are. Wait, I had a pen here somewhere. Hey, look, it's in my pocket.
There's present tense, there's past tense, and then there's ink tense.
Wow, you are just on fire today. You are on fire today, but we forgive you. It's okay.
This tea's really good.
Yeah, that's because there's 4 pounds of sugar in it.
Also, you made it.
We have a Bethany Primrose in the house today. and
Bethany's here. We are shipping out.
we are
Posters.
starting to ship the posters today.
Yeah, if your posters haven't shipped by the end of the day today, then let us know.
Just issue a complaint to me. I'll
You
start
should message Scott specifically because, he couldn't sign fast enough. That will be our problem.
Yeah. Got a lot signed yesterday, though.
Yeah.
Not enough, peasant. I will slap you.
Can you
with
guys
the pen
see
you
see
sent
some
me.
of the purples starting to show up?
Yes.
It's really pretty.
Yes, we can. Day 3 of the Etchr Lab sketchbook.
Yeah.
Third time's a charm.
Yeah. Wednesday was 60 minutes of me trying to find the right texture for the hair.
Yeah, that was brutal.
It wasn't easy for me either,
Yeah, you did fine. Watching you do it, now that was the hard part. Oh, God. Aurora says, I feel like a disappointment for not being motivated enough to draw for these past months. Does this happen to people often?
Yeah, it does, really what you have to do, I was just telling Donna today, I was like, I am just so burnt out, not of making art, surprisingly, but of making videos, and it's funny because I was watching some tech guy, he's got like 18 million followers here, and he was saying how for a lot of this generation, was that our door?
I don't know.
Yeah, can you go check? For a lot of this generation, there's people really love, they want to be a YouTuber.
Yeah, I teach 9-year-olds that are like, I have a YouTube channel.
Really.
Uh-huh.
And that's their dream. And so I'm going, gosh, it is not my dream. It never was my dream. It never will be my dream. But, you know, it is pretty cool, and I don't want to take it for granted. Back to your question about feeling bad about not making art, you have to keep reminding yourself that you're doing it because you love it, and any chance that you have to make art is a blessing. Take that, enjoy it, and every piece of art you make doesn't have to be something that you want to put up in a gallery. It could be just something that you do to learn. You could sketch, you can keep a travel journal, you can do things like that. I mean, that's why I do stuff like the 80s and 90s posters, the alphabet and whatnot. These are things that you do just to keep yourself busy. I have a travel journal. I have the draw everything every day. I did the 1-minute figure drawing. All of that helps make you a better artist. And then when you get the inspiration to do something bigger, you'll have all of that practice under you. You don't want to just not do anything. You got to keep those muscles ready to go.
It is hard to shake the cobwebs off if you haven't picked up a pencil in a while.
Yeah. You need to go see if Donna got kidnapped?
Well, she's investigating. I'll read a few comments. But yeah, if she doesn't return momentarily, then I will go investigate.
Yeah, and then I'll be the last one to go look for both of you.
Yeah, for both of us. Yeah. Take the sword or something upstairs. Let's see. Lost my place. When did you discover your passion for art, and what do you think sparked it in you?
I got my passion for art, I think, in high school. I had a teacher my freshman year named Mrs. Johns, and she handed me a sketchbook. She gave me my very first real sketchbook with a little quote in the beginning, and she told me to just draw everything every day, to just keep sketching and keep doing that. And I think as high school progressed and I realized I was really bad at everything else, I wound up realizing that art was going to be my thing.
I was about to text Donna and say, "Are you alive?" But her phone is sitting right here, so it's not going to do any good. Do you like pencil sketching? I do. For some reason, I like the texture and the feel of a colored pencil more so than I don't like the feel of graphite pencil. It just the way it kind of has a squeakiness to it. Mm-hmm. And okay, so the door's opening and closing again. So I'm assuming. Some of my favorite pieces of yours are the ones that were just the purple pencil or black cherry pencil in that craft sketchbook.
Yeah,
Dave Roll and whatnot.
Everything okay?
Good. Yep, everything's fine.
Yeah, the Music Monday ones.
Yes.
Yeah, those are so fun.
Yeah, I really like those. Okay. I don't know where we are. Just ask if he likes sketching with pencil. Okay. Do you have a style of hair you prefer to draw?
I like kind of like this Art Nouveau kind of style. The texture, I think I like all the different textures and colors and whatnot. I think red hair is the funnest to draw.
Okay, why did Nixie say you guys start disappearing? This live will be evidence?
It would be because you disappeared, and then we didn't hear from you. So then Bethany got up, and I was like, at some point she's going to have to go look for you. And then I'll be the last one to go.
Oh, we heard noises upstairs. I had to go see what was going on. So it's fine. When did you discover your passion for art?
Yeah.
Did we do what's a good medium for playing around with?
Pencil, ballpoint pen. Drawing is the foundation of art.
Black cherry colored pencil?
Yeah. Well, those are a little more expensive, but yeah.
I'm just throwing it out there. We have not seen the new Percy Jackson stuff.
Our friend Baird wrote the music for it. But he's written the music for so many things, I stopped trying to watch the things that he did the music for.
Yeah, he's.
So we did like the Lord of the Rings one.
Have you been recognized in public and did it feel weird?
Yes and yes. It's getting easier, but yeah, it is.
It's not.
Easier than the first time, yeah. But yeah, it's always extremely flattering, and I really like meeting everybody. I'm just not the best conversationalist.
He's awkward.
Yeah.
So if you see us out in public, you will most likely be talking to me.
But come say hi.
Yeah, don't be afraid. I mean, don't run up to him and be like, "Oh my God," but approach with caution would be my suggestion.
I don't scare easy. I just don't know what to say. I'm not a jumpy person.
In the headlights. Oh my God, somebody's talking to me. I don't know what to say. Let's see. Can you make a Greek mythology poster? And if you do, take my money.
That has been a popular one.
Is it good to leave art for a career?
Leave art for a career?
That's what it says.
I think if you want a comfortable living and there's a good job, then absolutely. You don't need to make art as a career. You can make art because you like it. Think of art like gaming. Do you know how there are people who make a living gaming? You don't have to be a professional gamer to enjoy video games. And in the same way, you don't have to be a professional artist to enjoy art. So I really genuinely think that people need to start accepting or treating art like a passion. Something that they do, like I want to come home and I want to make art the same way they want to come home and play a video game.
Bunnyzilla said, I started painting album covers and I decided to challenge myself by doing Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. It's going to take a while, LOL.
Oh, that's amazing. That is such a tough one to do.
I don't know if we want to name this, but name one moment when you felt the most disappointed, followed by, I just saw that the poster cost $20 extra for shipping to India.
Oh.
I'm going to take the shipping question, and I apologize for that. There's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah.
It's what they charge us.
Here's what I've been telling people. If you have a friend who also wants the poster, it costs the same to ship 2 posters as it does 1. If you have 2 friends, now your shipping goes down to like $7 a person for shipping. So try that. See if you have somebody who would want to also buy a poster. I made the posters really cheap so that way you can afford the shipping. So,
yeah, we wish we could change it.
But you can get
that's it.
You can get 3 posters plus $20 shipping, and if you can get 2 other people who also would want a poster, I would do that. See if anybody in the chat here is in the same neighborhood as you or something.
You're funny. It's a good idea, though. Did you name the moment when you felt the most disappointed?
The moment I felt the most disappointed, there's been several.
Was it the day after you married me?
Never.
Or did that take a while?
Never.
Mm-hmm.
Recently I was disappointed by YouTube.
Oh God.
In last February, they said everything for shorts we were gonna get paid more money, and instead I made a quarter of what I was making before on YouTube. I was disappointed when one of our investors stole the film and kept all the money for Animal Crackers. I was disappointed when IDW didn't pay me the money that I was owed for all of the books that I had written for them, and we almost lost our house. Things like that happen. It's life. I was disappointed when I animated a scene from a Mariah Carey video, and then the company that hired me didn't pay me. I mean, it happens. But when disappointment hits me, I think it hits me harder, maybe because of the autism. I'm learning about that. But if we make a plan, if we make a promise, I believe you, and I trust that you're going to do what you say you're going to do. And when people don't do that, I'm to this day I'm still devastated. Because if I say I'm going to do something, I do it, and I just expect people to
hold up their end of the bargain.
Hold up their end, yeah.
See, I'm always waiting for the shoe to drop.
Yeah.
I know people are not going to do what they say they're going to do.
Blow dryer.
Wait. Go ahead. Except for you. Oh, you'll be. I know. But you're the exception. You're not the rule. That's the problem. Well, it's not the problem for me because I get the. I hope you all find a friend like Bethany Primrose in your life. I really do. They are few and far between. Very difficult to come by. But when you find them, grab on and hold on for dear life. How did you learn anatomy?
Practice. The best thing for me was figure drawing class. We had 3 hours a day of figure drawing in college.
Oh, you did indeed.
If you look at the 1 minute figure drawing challenge that I did, there's a playlist for that. Watch those, and I think that will really help you improve.
Do you have any advice for a 21-year-old who feels like she can't draw higher than middle school level?
Don't worry about it. What happens is that we go through slumps. We go through periods where our art just isn't moving anywhere. But you got to keep working at it. It's like exercise. You keep doing it. Eventually, you're going to find a way to kind of push yourself through it. Mm-hmm. But try different things. Maybe sometimes, I know I went through a period where I just wasn't happy with my art, and I just needed to take a break, and I took 10 years off. Mm-hmm. And so I came back, and I tried doing colored pencils again. I just didn't like it, so I took up watercolors, and I'm really happy that I did. I was burnt out, and I think I kind of peaked with the colored pencils, and I did all I could with that. So maybe try a different medium, try drawing different things.
Are you done?
Yeah.
I don't want to cut you off. Because I think Frago has a good question. Do you deal with sensory issues that come along with your autism? I deal with pretty major sensory issues, and some art supplies really set them off. Any tips to counteract that?
I do. I was just saying earlier how I don't like the feel of graphite pencils. That's why one of the reasons why I use the colored pencils to sketch. I just don't like that. It's a squeaky kind of feel.
Yeah, you don't like squeaky.
Surprisingly, the squeak of markers don't bother me, nor the smell. But yeah, different things I don't like. They and so you learn to work around that stuff. Now, I learned to work around that stuff without knowing that it was autism. I just didn't like it, and so I avoided certain things. But
thank goodness I wasn't one of them.
Yeah. But you can there's so many options and so many things that you can do. Mm-hmm. The hard part is isolating what is bothering you. Mm. Once you do that, you'll be fine. So isolate that, figure out what that is.
How do you do that? Maybe just give an example.
I think there is a a self-awareness of things like I am going through this whole thing now where I am being aware of things that I don't like, that like loud noises. I've never liked loud noises, but I didn't know I didn't like them. I just would have panic attacks, or I would have anxiety around certain things. Once I found out what that was, because again, at the time, I didn't know that everybody didn't also hear things as loudly as I did, or was as sensitive to the stuff as I did. Like the video I made about the
Restaurant.
So now that I know that this is not a normal thing, that this is something that is unique to me or people with autism, now I am saying, okay, what else is there that is something that I've just accepted, but is not something that I need to accept. And that's just really it. You kind of have to look at how your body is reacting to certain textures, noises, smells, etc., and then treat it better.
That does come with a certain level of self-awareness. You
Yeah.
have to pay attention to how you're feeling. You have to pay attention to things around you and what that does to you. There are still times where Scott won't take headphones with him, and I know we're going somewhere where he's going to need a pair of headphones. I always have a pair of loops in my purse, just in case. But he needs to remember that he needs to bring those things.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, when you do watercolors after finishing your painting and the black outline around the subject, which thing do you use to do the white outline?
Oh, that's a Uniball Signo. This pen right here. It's not 100%. Like, it doesn't always work great,
They're
but
temperamental.
they're very temperamental. But so far, they're the most whitest white that I've been able to get, other than, say, gouache.
Rivi asks, is draw everything every day your with great power comes great responsibility? That is phenomenal. You were just compared to Stan Lee.
Yeah.
Can we just take a moment? How cool is that? Rivi, you are my quote of the day.
Technically, it was Uncle Ben who said that, but yeah.
Okay, that's Stan Lee. Get over yourself. Let's see. Woohoo, my question got answered. You guys are, why are you here if you don't want your question answered? You guys would get so excited. It cracks me up every time. Good morning, all you fine people. That is Ryan. He has joined us. Ryan's in the chat, everybody. We are all good now. Hayami sent you, wow, a very generous tip and says, love your drawings. Keep it up.
Thank you, Hayami.
Let's see. Rivi says, thank you for being open. I'm still learning about the sensory issues myself, and videos like the restaurant one and the travel one help a lot.
Oh, good. Thank you.
You know what, guys? After 35 years, I did not know that restaurant video was the first time I knew that he listened to things and heard things at all the same level. And we've been together for that long. So,
I'm just learning that not everybody hears all that stuff.
I know, but we didn't know that about each other.
I started
forever.
doing that when we were traveling.
All of each other's brains and
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's the thing. I think you're right. You don't know how other people are going to react. You don't know how other people see the world, and you don't know what other people are dealing with. So I'm going to jump into, I think this is where the kindness and cut everybody a little slack thing comes into play.
Well, again,
you know?
it's one thing for me to just genuinely not be comfortable in a place, and I don't know why. And then it's another thing to go, oh, it's the noises, or it's the smells, or it's just the, like, you don't know to to say, oh, this place is loud when everybody else seems perfectly, totally. So if no one else is complaining about it, then it can't be the noise. It has to be something else because no one else is complaining about the noise or the smells or whatever it might be. And so when you realize, well, that's something that really only you and a few people are able to notice, okay. But
Yeah, but that.
In the left.
Oh, I'm sorry.
India's home's in the left.
No.
hey, Kim.
Kim's here. Hi, friend. What are you doing? How's it going? What monsters are you drawing today? And can I just tell you how super impressed I am every time you make something appear on the page? So impressed with that.
So Kim stripped. He took his shirt off.
Oh, I saw that.
For
That was-
400,000. So
that was
I want
funny.
it, everybody. We got to get Kim to 800,000 and see if he goes the full Monty for us.
Oh my goodness. Wow. We did not need that. And there are kids on this live. Can we just keep it like PG? Yeah, pretty please. Mushroom Girl. I have not read that. A big recommendation. All right, let me write that down. Hold on. Wildwood by Colin Malloy. All right, hang on. Give me a genre. What genre is that?
Blow dryer.
No, I'm writing a book title down. Okay. Wildwood. Colin Malloy. Gotta get those book recs down, people.
I think these blues are getting a little out of hand, so I think I'm going to save them just for little certain spots.
I like the blue. Oh, wait. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I think the blues are getting out of hand, so it's a little too much, so I'm going to come back in with some purple. I don't want it throughout. I just want it where there's going to be highlights. And I can never tell until it dries how prominent it's going to be. But let me...
Ribby, I just squealed being Donna's quote of the day is a dream come true. Haha, you're so funny. Can you suggest one book for studying anatomy that is cheap and the best?
I have two on my website under resources, under books. One I think is Constructive Anatomy, and the other one is How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way.
And one of them, there's a PDF online you said that was
Yeah,
free,
you
right?
can get that free.
That's about as cheap as you can get. I've tried jelly rolls. I don't think those would work over his art.
Yeah, I think I've tried them too.
Yeah,
They weren't
they're
the best.
they're not. They're even more temperamental than the Signo pens. Oh, which reminds me, I've got to order those, the bronze for signing. Bronze Signo. Sorry, guys, I'm taking about 1 million notes today because, well, book recs. Hello, and there we go. At what age did you get serious about art?
It was my freshman year in high school. Was when I started to seriously take some art classes. And I think closer towards my senior year is when I really started to say, well, I'm pretty much not good at anything else, so I might as well make a go at art.
You are so funny. Who's Kim? Oh my gosh. Tell everybody who Kim is.
Kim Diaz Home is my friend in Norway, and we do lives together the first weekend of every month. And
he does the best ink monsters.
Yeah, you can see a bunch of videos where we have done, lives together, and we have a lot of fun together. An amazing artist.
Doc Hippo says, good morning, friends. So happy to make a live and walk into a great conversation normalizing neurodiversity.
Yes. So much to learn,
I hope so. Stephanie says, I've kept the loop earplugs in my bag since I got them in December, and that has made my life so much easier. It's you do what you need to do, and you should never feel bad about it. Ever. You're so funny. Bethany walks into my house and she doesn't even have to ask. She just knows that the tea water's going to be on and I'm going to have the cup ready to go for her. So, yeah, I just make it and she drinks it and she doesn't complain. And then Scott says yesterday, he's like, is she drinking it because she wants to drink it or is she drinking it because you want to
one day we're going to find her. She's like, I hate tea.
No,
I was just being nice.
No.
Yeah.
And Donna's tea is always better than mine. Like, I'm using the same tea, the same sugar. Like, I'm following all the instructions.
Because I gave it to you.
I know, but Donna's always tastes better. Like, I make it at home and I'm like, womp, womp.
Okay. But that is because when someone makes something for you, it is
Made with love.
right, but it's always better than when you have to make it yourself. It's just a given, right? It's
Mine
just
tastes as good as yours, though. It's just not, I don't have some special magic ingredient.
we'll get you there. We'll get you there. It's okay. Brazen hearted. I wish we lived near. We would all be thick as thieves. Indeed.
All right, blow dryer.
Oh, hold on. Go ahead. Slow mode is on, but I'm making pancakes and it doesn't take 800,000 to make me go full Monty. Oh my God, Kim, you are hysterical. Oh my God, you
What
are
Kim
so
say?
funny. He said slow mode is on, but I'm making pancakes and it doesn't take 800,000 to make me go full Monty. Scott, do you still play Overwatch? If so, what do you think of the cosmic horror theme of season 9?
I'm not a fan of cosmic horror, but yes, we started playing again. So last season, for some reason, I placed in Diamond in DPS, and I am the worst DPS. And I was just, why am I here? And so I couldn't play with my son, who was, at best gold, and so I had to keep trying to play my worst characters in comp to try to get D-ranked back down to plat, which I was able to do, much to everybody's dismay who was on my team during that run. Yeah, I kind of like the new ranking system and how it tells you why you're getting where you are and whatnot. And I am very happy in gold or plat. I would prefer to be down in like silver and play against people who are easier to beat. But that being as it may, I like playing with my son, and so that's what we do.
I'm going to completely skew. I love the hair now. I didn't like it before, but I love it. And she looks like she's underwater and there's bubbles in her hair.
Bubbles in her hair. I like that.
I think it's so pretty now. I really, you finally got me to where I think it's like, oh, that's what it looks like. I was sitting here trying to think of what it.
3-day trust the process.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even say anything anymore. I just let him go. I let him play. I'm like, ah. And the other day I wasn't even saying anything because I did not have anything positive to add to the conversation because I can't fix hair and I can't paint.
Blow dryer.
More blow dryer? Hold on. Okay, Dalton. The best is Jennifer LA from the 6-hour A&E.
So what I'm doing is I'm now mixing the blue with the purple to try to get something in between. And so that is where I am now. Because
Are you mixing it on the palette or are you
I'm mixing it on the palette.
Okay.
Because I need to do lots of dots.
Okay. Dogs or cats? Well, let's put it this way. Dogs, because I'm allergic to cats.
No, because cats are jerks. Sorry.
Unfortunately, the cat we have sort of pseudo adopted for
We did
outside.
not adopt. I did not consent to that.
He did not consent to that. She's not a nice person. She's feral, all right. She's nasty. She watches me fill her bowl and then takes out her razor sharp spikes and swats at
You
me.
say that like she's done it multiple times. It's happened once.
No. She has swatted me multiple times. She drew blood once. I was like, I was not good.
She's never swatted at me.
I wonder why, because she knows you'll swat back and you'll draw blood. And she's like, yo, dude.
Feral knows feral.
Exactly. That is true. Wow. It is fiction and a bit realistic in showing how big corporations affect nature. There are 3 books with 500 pages. Ooh, I don't know if I'm up for that. Okay, I'll try. How's that? Where are we? What's your favorite scene from Animal Crackers? Denise says mine is the whole movie. That's very cute.
That's cute. When I wrote it, my favorite scene was when Owen, John Krasinski's character, goes and puts his daughter to bed. I just thought it was a really cute moment. No, actually, when he does the whole tiger thing with her at the circus.
Oh yeah, that's so
that was,
sweet.
and sometimes stuff comes out better than you write, and sometimes not as much. And I don't think that one hit as much, but we really didn't get any time to really edit and fine tune it. But I think just the scene where Owen eats the cookie for the first time and turns into a hamster is still my favorite.
See, my favorite scene is where he's all dejected and he's the gorilla. And Chesterfield says, you're making people happy. And that's no small thing.
I'm really happy with how that scene came out artistically because I did a really good job with the lighting and the shadows and the framing and everything.
Oh, for goodness sakes, you and the lighting. My God. Ugh. So we were making animal crackers and we were getting some creative pushback from our animation team. And I looked at the person I was talking to and I said, that's not the hill you want to try and die on, because Scott will just tell you you're going to do the lighting this way and that's it, because he has a thing with lighting. So, and again, you will hear him pretty much every day. The light's coming from here. I like the lighting in this. He's a lighting snob. Other than Pride and Prejudice, what is your favorite book that you would recommend to a high schooler?
I liked The Hobbit.
The Hobbit was good, but I'm trying to... To a high schooler... Let me think about that one for a little bit. I've got a couple that pop into my head.
All right, I'm going to leave the hair for now. And
Are you sure? Seriously?
for now, I think I might want to add a little bit of definition here. And I don't know if it's the right thing to do.
Hitomi says, I didn't want to say this in the beginning when Scott started this painting, but I always thought she looked like a mermaid. I want to be a children's book writer when I grow up. Do you have any ideas on a way to come up with ideas that have not already been made?
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Not an easy thing. Creativity is really just seeing an opening where there isn't one. Seeing where things just aren't being, stories that haven't been told. But here's the funny thing about creativity is I did animal crackers. I wrote animal crackers because me and my kids were in the backyard eating animal crackers, and I came up with the idea. But what happened is after the movie came out, people are like, oh, there's a Japanese animated series where a kid bakes animal crackers and they're magical, and then he feeds it to his family and they eat it and they turn into the animals. Did you get it from that? I'm like, no. And then there was a children's book that somebody wrote where the same thing happens, and I didn't get that either. And so sometimes stuff is just out there in the ether, and it's the movies we're watching, it's the media that we're consuming, and that is where your ideas come from. And so I always just say, look, if I have an idea and I like it, and even if it's something that has already been done or is currently being done, my personal style of writing is going to hopefully be unique enough to where I will have a unique take on it. And so that's...
I'm done with the hair, right?
Yeah, why?
Because you're still noodling the hair.
Okay.
It's just pointing out a small thing, you know. Have you played any Apex?
No.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Brazen Hearted. My newest journal video dropped last night at like, I don't know, midnight. And there was such a, you guys, I didn't realize, I know I've probably said this before, how difficult all of this editing and everything really is. Thanks, Mr. Clock. Scott's standing in the lighting section at Home Depot. You have no idea how long it takes him to buy a lamp. It's ridiculous. That's not the hill you want to die on, stealing that. You're welcome. Happy to help. Bethany, can you please tell me, are acrylic colors or oil paints cheaper?
Oh, I missed that question. Acrylic is cheaper, but I don't like it.
And why do you not like acrylic?
They don't have their open time is too short, so they dry too fast, so they can't be blended. Like, I can come back and blend oil paints hours later.
You can blend oil paints 6 months from now.
You can't blend them 6 months from now. Still can't touch them 6 months from now.
All right. Velocichungus says, what are your thoughts about themed sketchbooks? Like having one for general studies, one for fan art, one for stories.
I love that. I do that all the time. I have one that's all Harry Potter, one that's Lord of the Rings, one that's my travel journal, one that's my music Mondays, you know.
I have one that's a writing journal. I have a travel journal. I have a tea journal. I have a migraine journal. Go figure. But here you go. Multiple journals is awesome. Ask Steph Nerd. She's got multiple journals too. Join us.
I'm still trying to figure out what to do to cover up her lower chest. So that way.
Bando top seashells?
Yeah, I'm just going to see if I could do it with shadow. But it just seems silly.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's crazy. Emma says that she spent 2 hours getting someone to choose wall paint and another 3 on wallpaper. Oh, God. I get that. Oh, thank you, Rivy. That's so sweet. Rivy says, I'd be insanely proud of your progress over the last 30 plus videos. Thank you.
Yeah, she's doing a really good job.
I'm trying. Last night I was going to throw my laptop in the street and run it over with my car.
Well, for the record, I was going to throw your laptop because it doesn't do the most simple, basic things that you can do in Premiere because it's a Macintosh.
Stop blaming the fact that it's a Mac on
Well, it doesn't have a problem on PC.
It doesn't have a problem. You're also hardwired in,
Blow
so
dryer.
your computer moves faster. Hold on. And you're a pain in the tuchus. So there you go. What did we miss? I missed one. Hold on a second. Do you like Totoro?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, I think the character design is kind of cute, but I never liked the movie. I'm not really a fan of the Miyazaki films.
Yeah, I'm not an anime kind of person. Although I got a funny story. Our little cousin, who's almost 7, wanted to show Scott her art. So her dad FaceTimed the other day. And that kid can do anime eyes at almost 7 years old.
They watched the video. And
Oh my God. She's unreal. She's so talented. And she was so excited to show him her sketchbook with all of her drawings. It was the cutest thing you've ever seen. So adorable. Very, very cute. But yeah, that kid can do anime eyes. Holy moly. Let's see. What is your preferred pencil grip? Round, triangular, hexagonal, or although rare, square?
This. I don't know what it's called. This.
That's a paintbrush, not a pencil grip.
I hold my pencil the same way I hold my paintbrush. I was not classically trained in painting. I've been teaching myself this for the last 10 years.
Do you have any advice on how to draw portraits with water-based markers?
Water-based markers. I don't use those, honestly, and but I would work light to dark the same way I would with watercolors. Blow dryer.
Okay. Hold on a second. I gotta come over here. Okay. Good. I'm gonna need some more tea. I have a third of a cup, people. Can I make it another 23 minutes on a third of a cup of tea? I guess we're gonna find out. Let's see. How do you know which color contrast to use with dark skin? Wait. Okay, go ahead now.
I don't. I figure it out by trial and error. Now, if I was doing gouache a lot, I would start to kind of work out, okay, I like this combination of colors and whatnot. But a lot of what you see when you see artists confidently doing something like that is they've done it a lot of times. Like if I'm going to do Caucasian skin with watercolors, I know I use these 3 colors and I know what to do. I know where to do it, et cetera, et cetera. But doing Caucasian skin with gouache, I'm not as confident with. Doing dark skin with gouache, not as confident. But I've been doing it enough to where at least I kind of have an idea and I'm kind of working towards that. And I think that's like everybody's going to do it differently. So you really just kind of just practice, throw some paint out there and see what happens.
See if it sticks to the wall.
Yeah.
Kim says, I have a barely started journal that I list here and a barely started journal I misplaced over there. Oh. You know, I used to do that. I've always wanted to keep a writing journal, and I used to do that all the time. And then one day it just clicked and I was able to finish some writing journals. I don't think that's uncommon at all. You know? Time for a new laptop. I just got a new laptop.
Yeah, it
wasn't a laptop issue. It was
an Adobe.
Yeah, it was a
It was so
No, the stuff from yesterday was she needed to speed up her voice a little bit because she was a little over, and I go, okay, you go here, you do this, and I did it for her, and it still was like, nope, I'm not gonna do it, and I was like, okay,
Oh,
I just
such
had to
a
just
pain.
send it to me. I'll do it on my computer, and it worked fine the first time. It was just something about how it works on a Mac didn't want to comply.
It was being cranky. And then it didn't want to give me the captions. That's when I was ready to throw it out the window. It did not. Tommy says, I worked on both PC and Mac, and they were both a pain. I prefer pencil, paint, pens, and ink.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. You can control the ink in a pen and what you're writing on a paper, but sometimes computers they're supposed to make our lives easier. And they do not.
I know I've spent too much time working digitally than when I'm painting, and my instinct is with my left hand to hit Control Z.
They're so funny. Oh, here's a question. Why do you do art?
Why do I do art?
That is the question.
A couple of reasons. First of all, blow dryer.
Okay. I think we're going to answer that one once the blow dryer's done. Hold on. Okay, now answer the question.
Okay, number one is I'm not good at really anything else. So that was why I started doing art is I was good at it. And when you do something and you're young and people go, oh my God, you're really good at that. You're like, oh, well, I like that. I like that positive reinforcement. I like that feedback that people like my work. And that's the number one reason why I did art is because there was something that I could do that I guess I was proficient at. And the second thing is I love it. I love the creation. I love that there was a blank page, and then 3 lives later, hopefully there's a painting, and I think
3
that is,
lives later, hopefully there's a painting. I'm sorry. That was funny to me.
all right. This one is just taking me a bit.
Do you mind telling me what size bulldog clips you use on your sketchbook?
I have 3 different sizes. These are the medium ones, and then I've got large, and I've got small ones. But I don't know if they have names or anything like that.
They're just clips. Can I know what hairdryer you use?
I think it's Conair.
It's the one he stole from me from the bathroom upstairs. It's just a normal hairdryer you would use to blow dry your hair. It is nothing special until you don't have a blow dryer, and then it's special. I like art and chicken. Says, hey Scott, I haven't been able to join your lives for a while. I'm sorry, that name was so funny. And I'm so happy that I'm able to join today. And today we are leaving to go up to our lake house.
Oh, fantastic. Have a wonderful time.
All right. What's your favorite movie, Scott?
The Princess Bride. Blow dryer.
Again with the blow dryer. Boy, it's a blow dryer morning. Have you ever had a problem losing your temperature? I'm assuming that's supposed to be temper over unsatisfying drawings. If yes, how do you get over it?
I don't lose my temper like that, like I'm screaming and throwing a fit. I lose my temper a little bit when things don't do what they're supposed to. Like if I was if I'm to lay these paints down and for some reason they aren't doing what they normally do, I'm like, why? Why would you not do that? And the other thing that bothers me is when fragile things on my shelf just decide to jump off the shelf and break for no reason. Like, just, screw you. I'm going to destroy myself, and I hate when inanimate objects do things that they're not supposed to do purposely.
I've had enough of life. I'm going to go off the shelf now.
Yeah,
Is that a thing?
it is.
Things just nosediving off a shelf.
Yeah.
Okay, well, your house is haunted, so that makes perfect sense. What's your excuse?
Maybe yours is too.
No. I'm usually it's like I'm reaching for something and the top of my sleeve happens to brush up against something and then the thing just does like a full nosedive and you're like, Why? Why did you?
So
you
you're
could have
not
just
being careful is the
no.
problem.
It's something very benign, and it's just all it had to do was just I brushed up against it. All it had to do was move a little bit. No, it's like ah. So, anyways,
So you're not being careful.
no, that's
And you're blaming
it was
the
very specific
inanimate
to say that's
object.
not it, but
But if you're the one brushing up against it and the object isn't moving, it's your fault.
fault now. Okay, so now it's a blame thing.
No, you're blaming the
You
inanimate
said
object.
fault.
You're blaming the object.
All right, we're going with green.
For what?
The background.
Oh, no. Why? Oh, God. Because he's going to change it 72 times if he does something green. You know this.
Green would be fun. She's my
Do
lady.
not encourage this. God, see the chaos that is in the Hobbit hole today. Battlebrooks is here and says, good morning, hope you're both doing well. Well, now I'm surrounded by 2 artists, so ask me how I'm doing. Good gravy. One who thinks that things just magically fall off the shelves, and the other one who lives in a haunted house, so, you know. It's all good. You're a cringy goblin. You have not seen the video where Scott threw oil pastels across the room. He has tried them and does not like them.
This is not the green I need.
Which is the cheapest ink you prefer?
Cheapest ink?
That's what they said.
I mean, the ink that I use is the Zebra brush pen.
Oh, no. Scott thinks he's a bad boy, but he's really not a bad boy.
I have that. Mm-hmm. Ice cream. That's what I needed.
You needed ice cream?
Ice green.
Oh, ice green. Seriously? That's a color?
Yeah, look.
Wow. That's really interesting. How do you go to the drawer and pull out something like that when you've put pea green on the painting?
Well, because pea green is what I had in gouache, and I needed to go to acrylic gouache.
Wow. Okay. But how did you know that you needed to grab that?
Well, I don't. I'm trying it.
Oh, so we're rolling the dice is what you're telling me.
That's life.
Okay. Frago says Scott does art for the sole reason of the blow dryer. Yeah, Emma likes to edit on a PC.
Okay, get over there.
Are you trying to cover it or blend with it?
I'm covering it as best as I can, but that part's going to be a little bit green because of that, and I can always go over it later.
Okay.
And then this part is going to be that, which is pretty much what I already had.
Let's see. Adobe fights with everyone, and it does not matter if it's a PC or a Mac. It's been a known issue in the corporate sector, so it's not you, Donna. Thank you, Hitomi. I appreciate it. And Brazen Hearted says, I love it when Scott noodles the hair.
Thank you.
Joe C says, hi, Scott and Donna. My daughter and I are big fans, and this is the first live she's gotten to hop on. Her question, what is your favorite animal, and have you painted it before? Appreciate the content.
Yes, and welcome.
Well, hi, Joe and Joe's daughter.
My favorite animal is a cheetah, and I did. I think it was Iran, wasn't it? Was the national animal?
I don't remember, but I know you've painted a cheetah before.
Yeah.
My favorite animal is a red panda, and Lord knows he has painted that so many times.
Yeah.
Well, because he has no choice. Honey, paint me a red panda. Please.
But yeah, if you look at the 30 days of national animals, I believe I painted a cheetah.
I think you did too. Okay, Glowbean asks, I have a very not so interesting question. How do you get interested in drawing humans? I usually draw animals and sometimes I draw humanoid creatures, and I'm struggling with drawing humans. Any advice?
If that's something that you want to do, I would try the 1 minute figure drawing challenge. The reason why that's so good is it gets you to stop looking at all of the details and it gets you to just look at shape, proportions, and what do you call it? Like the pose. You know how the body weight and the lines go. That's why I like that so much, is to do that. So that would be my recommendation, is to try the 1 minute figure drawing.
Okay. Let's see. My favorite tea is black tea. And I don't like to put anything in it because I think it ruins the flavor of the tea. That's my opinion. I made Bethany a cup of black tea today. Actually, I made Bethany the Irish breakfast decaf from the Tea Foundry, our friend Lula.
Oh, did you let everybody know that there's a link now on our site?
It's not there yet.
Oh,
I just took the pictures yesterday.
We're working on it. We're working on putting all the tea that we drink onto the website under my tea recommendations. So you guys will have access to all of those. It's not there yet, but it will be there. Let's see. It's fine. It doesn't have to get there this weekend. You wanted it there 3 weeks ago. Okay. Scott, what is your favorite color, and does that affect how you color?
My favorite color is Payne's Gray. It does not affect how I color. It's just I like to paint with that color from time to time, but I really don't use it as often as you would think.
What is your most favorite part of the art process, and what is your least favorite part of the process?
My most favorite is finishing. I love looking at a finished piece and going, okay, it's done. My least favorite is the ugly phase.
Yeah, I don't like the ugly phase either. You scare me with the ugly phase.
Yeah, it's
Well, this is way better than the pea green. The pea green, I was like, not gonna happen. No. Nixia, what? Scott is changing a background? Why, I'm shocked and appalled. Oh, how they know you.
Well, unfortunately, I'm looking at this going, I really didn't need to pour out all of the paint on this because I'm not going to use it all.
Yeah, but you got a brand new tube over there. It's fine. Binder clips are my go-to artist helper, only second to my medium. Yeah. Dana Mercury, Donna is the best tea maker in the world, can confirm. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. I think Steph Nerd could rival me. I think she could.
Love Steph, but no.
Stop. What is the hardest color to cover up? Dun, dun, dun.
I would think black.
Reds are also really hard.
Yeah, I think red would probably be hard to cover up. Yeah.
But you can cover red up with black. It's harder to cover black up with red. It depends on the medium, of course, too.
Yeah.
That green is so much better than the pea soup green. You guys are funny. Let's see. I am painting in a crowd with watercolor and it is just not working. Do you have any advice?
In a crowd or painting a crowd?
Oh, I'm sorry. I am painting a crowd
with
watercolor. Sorry. Yeah, I was like, wait, why are you sitting in a crowded place painting with watercolor? I mean, that was freaking me out there for a second.
I would say if you're just having a problem with it, just try to block out the basic colors of what's going on. Try not to. Sometimes what happens is that you start doing. Everybody's got a different shirt. Everybody's got this, but look at it as everybody warm tones? Is everybody cool tones? Is everything kind of got a little bit of a red tint to it, that kind of thing. Do a wash. I will usually do a wash of like Windsor orange and just kind of go, okay, it's daylight, so it's going to have that warm tint to it. And then you could add like little washes of color here and there. See if that helps.
Yeah, Hitomi. I do need more tea and a whole box of cookies. I do indeed. You know what I've really been craving lately? This is the part where you ask me what.
Oh,
I
what?
looked up what the yes.
They need to hear that. Okay.
Sorry,
I
this is
have
a
really
nonverbal
wanted
response.
something hostess, like cupcakes or ding
Those
dongs.
really crappy chocolate
The
cupcakes with the white swirl
really,
across the top.
yes,
Yeah.
the really nasty ones that have like a million preservatives in them.
That are terrible.
That
They
are
taste the same
horrible for
time.
you. Like if I eat enough of them that will preserve me for life, like I could rival the Egyptians in mummification just simply by eating enough of them. That's what I want.
I might have to make a Publix run today and just
Just saying.
get a sampler platter.
I'm just saying. They just sound good for some reason. I don't know. I'm even thinking Twinkies would be good.
Twinkies.
I know. And I don't typically like Twinkies because they don't have any frosting on the top.
But they have the goo in the middle.
But they don't have frosting on the top. You know I love frosting. I love frosting. Oh my God. Like we could have cake and I would just eat the frost. Actually, Bethany would eat the cake and I will scrape off the frosting and eat the frost. Yes, she gives me the roses on the top of the cake. Notice I always buy you a birthday cake with roses on it because I know you're going to give me the roses. Self-serving. My favorite ink color for fountain pens. All right, so I have two. One of them is a good one for your fountain pens, and one of them you probably shouldn't put in a fountain pen. So we'll go there. Writer's Blood. It's Diamine is the brand, and it's Writer's Blood. Do we have that on the website?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Okay, so let's put my favorite. We'll put my favorite ink on the website, and we'll put my favorite pen. Hands down, my favorite pen is that Leonardo pen. Oh my God, I've been using that one every single day to write my quotes. Oh my God, best pen on the whole entire planet.
Which the Writer's Blood ink from Goulet pens?
Yes.
That is on the website.
Oh, okay. So my favorite ink is on the website. Now, if you want an ink that will clog your fountain pen and will take you 3 days to get out of your fountain pen, but is stunning and super shimmery and lovely, it's called Cocoa Shimmer. Also a Diamine ink. But you probably shouldn't put it in a fountain pen because it will take you 3 days to get it unclogged. It's just so shimmery and pretty and has all the sparkles and everything in it. And don't put it in a good pen is all I will tell you. But it's beautiful. Stunning. Scott, is there a way you can draw a dinosaur in your art style? It would be so cool to see that.
I did. Go look at the rhinoceros iguana?
Oh, that's right. Yes. What was her name?
Betty White.
Betty White. Thank you.
So
What?
go look
She
at
was
that
a
video
sweetheart.
under the Nashville Zoo videos, and you'll see me draw a bunch of dinosaurs.
Yep. They have Dino Trek, and they usually do that in the summer. Maybe it's every other year that they do that. Actually, I love the green with the ice green blend. It adds texture.
Yeah, it does. That's going to go away, of course, but because it doesn't match the rest of it. But
No, Brayson Hart says, Donna, sadly, Hostess has cheaped out on their other ingredients and their products are not what they used to be at all. The only thing even decent is their mini donuts, the crumb kind, still subpar. I know, but it's funny. I think they've always been subpar because they're just full of preservatives and junk. And
I still say
honestly-
nothing compares to Entman's.
Okay, well, that's not okay because if I buy a box of, I can't buy Entenmann's donuts anymore, you guys, because
On in 47 seconds.
we are terrible. Like this one will eat 2 donuts at a time.
Have you ever put a donut in a bowl and then put a scoop of ice cream on top of it?
I've done that. I've done that.
Yeah, that's really good.
It's so bad. It's so bad. It's like 5 bazillion calories, but oh my God. Yeah, I can't even see. I can have like one cupcake or one Twinkie and be like, "Oh, this is nostalgic. It reminds me of when I was 7." And then like 5 minutes later, I'm like, "Oh my god, this is so awful." But if we buy a box of Entenmann's donuts, that sucker is gone. If I'm lucky, if it lasts 24 hours. I had to hide the donuts from him at one point.
I told him, I said, you can't buy these anymore.
No.
I can't eat these.
Because we'll eat the whole box in like a day. It's terrible. Scott, what do you do if you're not motivated to draw?
I don't draw. Now, if it's been a few days, a week, or whatever, and I'm like, I've really got to draw, then I will just go and download some. Like this photo right here came from a photographer. I bought the
Photo reference.
photo reference, and I got inspired by the art. What?
Wow. Steffner says, you brew a better cup than me. Wow.
What are you talking about?
Steph says, I brew a better cup of tea than her.
This is established.
No. I'm in shock. I'm literally in shock.
She makes great coffee, though.
Nobody made me coffee or tortillas.
You were gone already.
Oh, was I?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't regret that, though. That was Disneyland. I regret nothing. That was fun. Little Debbie cakes. Sarah loves them way too much. A lot of people are unmotivated today, babe.
You know what? It happens.
Yeah. They find themselves losing motivation and want to know how you get motivated.
Well, like I said, I go and I get motivated by other artists. Go to the museum or go online. What I did was I purchased a bunch of photos from photographers who hire models, and I go, okay, I'm going to paint some of these. But that's really what I do is I don't try to just come up with ideas out of thin air. I get inspired by other artists.
I can attest. He does this. Kim says, Scott is correct about covering up colors. As the artist said, I see a red spot and I want to paint it black.
Yeah.
You're good with, I don't know how you do it with the ink monsters. And it's like, there's a black blotch of ink on the paper. And then it just becomes something. It is, and it's super funny. Whenever Scott and Kim are doing it together, I'm always like, what's Kim going to draw? And I'll sit there with my laptop and I will focus on Kim's because I know Scott's going to be like, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And laugh about it for like 90 minutes. But I want to see what Kim's going to draw because I know there's going to be something that turns out of that blotch. I love you.
And
Sorry.
Kim's brush control. Is
Oh, it's
incredible.
ridiculous. Yeah. It's ridiculous. Like he's a master at it, really. Yeah. We love you, Kim. What art mediums could you recommend a beginner artist starting out? And we have now gotten Debbie cakes and all the other things, snack cakes in the chat. So there you go.
Pencil and paper. That is the best thing for you, for a beginner. Draw. Draw everything you see. Draw every day. Don't draw from your imagination. Not that drawing from your imagination is bad, but if you want to learn, start drawing the world around you. Draw what you see.
You know, I like that color. I'm surprised that I like that color, but I like that color.
It's like the Caribbean.
Yeah, it does. It looks like that. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah, very much so. How is the Tom Studio pen, honey?
We have not tried it yet.
We need to. They are sitting in a box, and we need to try them.
Okay, what time is it?
10:30. Oh, 10:35.
Oh, okay. All right. I think I might add a little bit of texture. I might get a stencil and add a little texture to the background. Then add an outline and then clean some of this stuff up. So I will try to do that this weekend. So that way you guys don't have to sit through another one of these. And then next week I will try the cold press sketchbook that they sent me with this really, really bumpy texture Fabriano paper.
What are we gonna do in the cold press?
I don't know.
Is it gonna be watercolor?
Yeah, watercolor.
I was just asking.
Oh, I missed the spot.
You missed a spot.
Can you guys see where?
I see a spot between her hair, unless that's a shadow.
Mm-hmm.
I see nothing. 10-second delay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Speaking of being unmotivated, what is the longest you've gone without arting?
10 years. I mean, I technically still made art because I was doing it. I was doing 3D. I was doing my comic, The Dreamland Chronicle. But I went 10 years without really painting or making any kind of traditional art. And I missed it, but I just, again, I am the kind of person who has to finish what I started, and I decided to do a 200 or 2,400 page, book series all digitally. And I was tired of my colored pencil work that I was doing in comics, and I just wanted to do something different.
Salmida hasn't done artwork in 2 years. That's a long time. I get that.
I think a lot of you would benefit from just keeping a little journal.
Maybe like the sketch wallet that you have.
Yeah.
Or the travel journal.
Yeah.
Just take a small one and take it with you, I am not standing up. I am sitting down at a desk. I'm about 7 feet away from Scott. I'm within striking distance. Let's put it that way. Like I can wad up a piece of paper and throw it at him. If that gives you an idea of how far.
I'm in striking distance of both of you.
That goes both ways. If you're a beginning painter, do you have to paint every day to get better at painting?
No, but the more you paint, the better you're going to get.
Touche. All right, are we going to be done?
I am done.
Are you sure?
I'm just.
Because we have to go ship.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you all for hanging out with us. Sorry
for being
this
here.
took 3 lives to kind of get to where we're at, but I think it's coming along. We'll see.
I think it's way better now. And the ugly phase was a lot this time. But it looks really good now. I love her hair. And the background you chose was really good.
Well, it wasn't even an ugly face. It was an undecided face.
Yeah.
No, it was ugly. It was ugly. Yeah. All right, everybody. Have a great weekend. Do something for yourselves this weekend, guys, okay?
Yeah.
Do some art, read a book. I don't know. Especially if it's raining and yucky, stay inside and read a book under a blanket. We will see you guys on Monday. Have a wonderful
Bye.
weekend, everybody.